What's going on, fellas? It's your boy King Dre, and I'm coming at y'all again with another one, man. Today gonna be about 6 things not to talk about on a first date. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all get on these first dates and, you know, say shit that kill the mood. You know what I'm saying? You can't get you no ass. So we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, man, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the video. That lets YouTube's algorithm know that people are interested in this player shit. They're interested in the game. So do that for your boy. Like I say, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. Also, I dropped my course, you know, How to Attract Women, Attraction 101. That is going to be in the link in the description. If you want to get your attraction game up, attraction is essential. You know what I'm saying? So you need attraction. Women ain't gonna just come to you just because you exist. You need to be able to attract them. Nothing starts without attraction. So attraction is first. But if you want to step your game up in that department, your attraction game, get that course. Very good game. An hour and 45 minutes straight game. So get that. But let's get into this, man. 6 things not to talk about on a first date. A couple key points before I get into the list. Keep the vibe fun, positive spirit, and relaxing. Keep it as fun, as positive spirited and relaxing as possible. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a source of pleasure, man. You want, when women think about you and when they come around you, you want it to be positive and pleasurable. You know what I'm saying? This makes you memorable. Also, keep the debates. You know, some of these dates and shit, you get into a little back and forth, especially if you're not failing the shit test of always agreeing to what she say. You know, you're gonna disagree on some things. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a man and you're a backbone, your spine, you got your own opinion. So you're gonna bump heads sometimes, but keep that shit lighthearted. Keep it fun spirited with your little back and forth debates about lighthearted shit. You know what I'm saying? So keep it lighthearted and positive spirits, the debates. All right, so let's get straight into this. Number 1, topic that you don't talk about on especially a first date, is politics. You do not talk about politics. A lot of women, some women aren't, privy to politics, or some women aren't into that, but a lot of them are, whether they liberal or right wing or whatever, and they hold firm on that shit. And a lot of the times, if you oppose, if you have opposing views, it'll turn them off. You know what I'm saying? And they'll think in their mind that they can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you're a liberal or some shit like that, and you dealing with a girl that's right-winged or whatever. They kind of look at guys as liberals like they pussies and shit, and you'll turn them off. So keep the political debates, the political conversations, keep that. You don't talk about political shit. Don't talk about the president. Don't talk about Trump. Don't talk about Obama. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So keep that out. That's number 1. Don't talk about politics. Number 2 is religion. A lot of women in America, we have a Christian society, and a lot of women are deeply rooted in that. And you can't really convince them otherwise. You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell people about their God or what they feel like wakes them up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's you don't have a right. You can debate whatever you want to, but it's not really right to debate somebody on what they feel like wakes them up and keeps them going. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times when people try to do that, it's a complete fucking turn off. You know what I'm saying? Especially women that are into Christianity and stuff like that. So keep the religious shit. Keep the religious shit out of the conversation. No religions, no talk about God or none of that shit. Keep it out. Religion. That's number 2. Number 3, never talk bad about the woman in your last relationship or your situation, or like if you have kids, your baby mom and shit. What I do when the conversation comes up or when the topic comes up, okay, well, what happened in your last relationship? I just say, we grew apart. It was a mutual thing, and we split up. It was a mutual thing that we go our separate ways, and and it was for the best for both of us. And here I am. You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, well, she ain't shit. That bitch cheated on me, and she left me, and all women ain't shit. Don't get into that sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna look like a sucker, and you're gonna look like a bitter. You're gonna look like you negative and bitter when you do that. So just keep, if that comes up, just say, hey, we outgrew each other. She went one way and I was going the other way, and we mutually decided to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a baby mom and shit, hey, it didn't work. Don't be all old, that bitch ain't shit, and she ain't shit. The bitch got me on child support. She trying to rape me, because women think like, damn, that's your kid's mom. You know what I'm saying? And if you talking bad about your somebody who has your kid, who's raising your kid, you can't see me in a positive light. That's how women think. So that's number 3. Never talk bad about the woman in your last situation, or your baby mom if you have one. Number 4, this is a good one. Your disdain for the way women behave currently, i.e. hot girl summers, attention whoring on social media, how they dress and don't talk about none of that shit. Number 1, you don't want women to know what you're thinking, and you don't want women to know what you like, because that gives women a reason. That gives women an incentive to play a role to catch you. And you don't want a woman playing a role. You want her being herself. So that's number 1 with that. You also look petty. You know what I'm saying? Women believe that you shouldn't be worried about what women do. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a man worrying about your own shit. You shouldn't be concerned with the affairs of what women do. That's how women think. You know what I'm saying? And it's a turnoff when you come off as petty like that. It's like you complaining about hot girl summers. And I was talking to this chick, and she was telling me about, you know, a date she had went on, and she damn near cut the date short because this dude went on like a rant about, you know, women that listen to Meg Thee Stallion and whatever the bitch named, Meg Thee Stallion and the City Girls or whatever. And he kind of went on a rant about, you know, how he viewed women that listen to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everybody have they bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to bullshit. I watch bullshit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That don't make me a bullshit person. You know what I'm saying? And that's how women looking at it. And it's a turnoff. You look petty. You know what I'm saying? You look like a bitch when you do shit like that. So your disdain for, you know, the way women behave, especially in today's times, keep that to yourself, man. Nobody want to hear that shit. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna be a turnoff. That's number 4. Number 5, red pill or MGTOW philosophy. I know that sounds crazy, but I hear it, you know what I'm saying? Because what I do, guys email the shit that they talk about on dates and stuff like that. I ask them, and they want to know what happened. And sometimes these guys start talking about red pill shit, and you know they ain't never getting married, and marriage laws, and men are better off of, like that. This type of shit, man. It's a lot of that shit, man. The red pill shit, and especially the MGTOW shit is rooted in like butthurtness. You know what I'm saying? Guys being butthurt. A lot of it is truth, but the way it comes off is butthurt. And a lot of people that spew it are butthurt people. If you look at them and look at where they come from and how they arrived to their awakening, it was a situation to where, you know, some woman hurt them or they left them, and they turn on their camera and start spewing that. And so you soak that up because you're impressionable. You know what I'm saying? So now you have a butthurt view on the world. And when you kicking this shit, you look butthurt. You know what I'm saying? You look like you inexperienced with women. You look like you let women run all over you. You just look bitter all along. You know what I'm saying? So don't talk about no red pill shit, no MGTOW shit. You know, like I say too, you don't want women to know what the fuck you thinking anyway, and what's on your mind and how your mind works. You don't want them to know that. That's for them to figure out later. You know what I'm saying? But once you get them attached and hooked, you know, follow me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach you how to do that. I already teach you how to do that. It ain't gonna matter anyway. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll come into your world. But initially, keep that shit, you know, at bay. Don't talk about none of that shit. That's number 5. Red pill or MGTOW philosophy. Number 6, societal ills. Gender wars, like feminism, role reversals, how women are more masculine and men are bitches, and you know, gay agenda and shit like that. Don't talk about nothing. Don't talk about shit that's going on in the world as far as that shit go. And I call shit like that societal ills. Don't talk about shit like this, especially like gay shit, because women have an affinity for gays. I don't know why. A lot of women they love gay people and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you come off as though, you know, and I'm not telling you to be somebody you're not. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like something, you don't have to like it. This is not saying don't like it, but keep that shit to yourself is what I'm saying. So if you come off as a, you know what I'm saying? You come off as a, how they say, homophobe, it's bullshit, but you know, that's a turnoff to a lot of women, because they thinking like, well, why do you care about gay, what another person do with they, you know, behind closed doors anyway? And it's true, like, why do you care, you know, what another man do with another man? You shouldn't care about that. Do you have something you trying to hide? Are you, you know, are you overcompensating for something? That's how people think, you know what I'm saying? That's how women think. That's what especially that gay agenda shit. So keep little shit like that to yourself. I'm not saying don't feel a certain type of way or don't have your opinions. Especially on first dates, do not talk about shit like this, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I say, role reversals or feminism. Don't talk about feminism at all. most women in today's society, whether they proclaim feminists or not, have a feminist ideology. You know what I'm saying? That just is that feminism has spread and permeated society so much that it's almost in every woman's mind, at least if you live in America. You know what I'm saying? And there's really nothing you can do about it. So just stay away from the topic. You know what I'm saying? That's number 6, societal ills. Side notes, my bad, before I go on. Side notes. Learn how to spot, feminists by the buzzwords that they use. And I may do a video on this, but I don't like to get into all that shit. But I can spot a feminist from a mile away by the shit that she say. When you spot one, exit stage left, man, it's their headache. If you want to try to hit it, but I suggest you don't. You know what I'm saying? If I spot feminist, if I hear a chick say something and it rings feminism, like true feminism, that she's identified as a feminist, I run the other way. I ain't got no rap for you. You know what I'm saying? So learn how to spot them by the buzzwords. Don't try to argue with the ideologies, because it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless to engage them in their ideology. It's truly pointless. You know what I'm saying? It's you wasting your fucking time. So that's that. That's number 6, societal ills. If you like this video, if you found it of value, drop a comment. Leave me a comment, man. Let me know what you think. If and also if you want to add to what I'm saying with the topic of the video, if you want to add to that, leave your comment, man, so other guys can see, the game that I missed or whatever. So also like the video, share it. We need YouTube algorithm to pick up on the player shit. Everybody needs a dose of this player shit, and the algorithm needs to see that. So do me that favor. Again, get my Attraction 101 course, how to attract women. The link is in the description. You need that attraction. Nothing happens in no relationship situation, business relation. Nothing happens without attraction. Attraction is first. You have to attract the person to you. So if you struggle in that, cop that course. Also, if you want to join my private Facebook community, I'm going to leave the link in the description. Send me a request and welcome to the club. Follow me on Instagram at get_free_game. And also I'm doing consultations, one-on-one consultations, hour consultations, 30-minute consultations. If you want to get you one, I'm doing it for the player price, for the low. Chop it up with me. You want to get your ex back, you're trying to step your game up, you're trying to holler at chicks, you're trying to bag a bitch, you got your eye on one, you need the confidence, you're trying to develop your little swag or whatever. Reach out to me in my email. I'm gonna leave that in the description, and we can chop it up and I'll get you right, man. But it's King Dre and I'm gone.